Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or whatever time of day it may be for you, everybody. And welcome back to Ratchet and Clank. Now, first of all, there's a very important thing that I have to establish right now, and that is we are streaming as per usual to Twitch and YouTube, but on top of those two, we are also streaming for the first time to Trovo. Or at least I think that's how you pronounce it. Trovo? Well, that's probably how you pronounce it. And just to check if the restream takes the Trovo chat, I'm gonna just type something here random. And then let me see. Yeah, okay, so there you can see the Trovo version of my comment has shown up in the chat, which is perfect. That's what we want. That's what I want. And I have no idea what kind of latency we're dealing with here in as far as the Trovo part section is concerned. I'm actually seeing over here in the chat in the preview window. Okay, no, there I am. Let's see. Tell friends that you're streaming and check out your channel now. All that cool stuff. Alright, cool. Excellent. Hello, Awaken Labs. Welcome to the stream. Hello, I see you adjacent to a black void. Yes, I am indeed adjacent to a black void. That is exactly what I'm doing here. In fact, if I turn on the browser, now you can see that I'm on the screen. And now that I'm on the screen again. And there I am again. And it's just going to keep going until I switch out of this window. But that's okay. That's what Trovo looks like, by the way. Very much like Twitch. You probably wouldn't have even noticed that it was Trovo and not Twitch if I hadn't told you. So, well, there you go. Screen within a screen within a screen. Absolutely. Welcome to the stream, Brian. So yeah, we are streaming to Trovo tonight. And, I mean, as well as Twitch and YouTube. And if I do end up streaming on Wednesday, as I remember, as I already told you guys about the boycott that they're planning, I will not be streaming to Twitch on September 1st, which is this Wednesday. I might stream on September 1st, but if I do stream, it won't be to Twitch. It will just be to Trovo and YouTube. I end up liking Trovo, regardless. I'm gonna just close this now because I don't really need it to open. I just had to check to make sure it was working. So thanks to Restream chat, I can read all three of my channel chats at once. And, yeah, that should be great. Awesome. As I see, Trovo people coming in, I'll go ahead and properly introduce myself to them. Or to new Twitch people or YouTube people as well, obviously. But for now, yeah, the UI is very similar. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just switch back to Ratchet and Clank. And I have good news and bad news. The good news is that I was able to find a solution for the problem that we were dealing with last time with the current planet, Planet Quatu. It wasn't working. So I did some fuffing around. I googled what we had to figure out, and all of that. And I even did a test run of the planet myself just to make sure that it was working fine, and it should be working fine now. That's the good news. I know the fell still playing Fire Emblem earlier. I won't be able to stay long. That's okay, as long as you just drop by and say hi, Fire Emblem. That's all I can really ask for. The bad news is that while I was looking up the whole thing with that solution, I also went ahead and looked up to see if there was anything else I could do to improve the Ratchet and Clank performance, because we have been dealing with a lot of frame drops in this particular stream series. And the bad news is that there is really nothing we can do. Ratchet and Clank games are just hard to emulate.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
That's it. There's no
that's a nice one.
There's no trick, there's no extra feature that I can put in, there's not like a plugin that I can download. It's just Ratchet and Clank games are plain old difficult to emulate. Even if you have a computer that's 2 or 3 times more powerful than mine, you will still probably get slowdowns. So if you were hoping to play Ratchet Clank at full speed on an emulator, it seems like, at least as of right now, it's just not gonna happen. That's unfortunate, but at least it reassures me that the problem is not me. The problem is all of it. Everyone is gonna have the same problem. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this with one of you, because I'm pulling this thing up way too often. I seriously don't mind the occasional slowdown. It probably feels way worse for you since you know the console gameplay. So yeah, so I do know that Ratchet & Clank 1 in particular had more slowdown than all of the other Ratchet & Clank games that came after it, which makes sense because, you know, this was the first time Insomnia Games was really using the PlayStation 2. So they weren't completely familiar with the technology yet, but you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, the menu seems to be all right. Yeah, I mean, it still has that problem, but at least last time we were literally crashing the game every time I pressed the start button, and that's just not the plan. That's just not ideal. All right, so let me get some water because I'm speaking a lot. Okay. Oh, for the most part, the game works fine from what I see. Just one day of issues is that probably won't occur anymore. Hopefully, won't occur anymore. I mean, we're almost done. We've only got a couple of planets left, so if the game starts giving me shit now, I'll be upset. Alright. Yeah, there's some slowdown right here. And there's definitely some effects that these are definitely effects that are being made by the fact that I have to make, like, my VTuber model on and all of that stuff. So you know what? For that, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and shut down my VTuber model for right now. We don't really need it at this precise moment. Hopefully that will help a little bit with the slowdown. If not, well, I mean, I tried. Okay. Oh, I could have sworn I saw the background behind the menu a minute ago. Really? I mean, it does kind of blend in because the whole planet is just kind of green. What makes sense. But, you know. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so if you want to emulate Ratchet & Clank, whether you do it on PCSX2 or on RPCS3 with the HD remaster, you're still gonna get slowdowns. So, you know, it is what it is. Ow. Okay. My god, I feel like the moment I got more health is the moment I got worse at playing the game. Because I'm just being more reckless now. I don't know what kind of mentality I've gotten myself into here, but that's not what I should be doing. Okay. Anyways, there's actually something kind of interesting that happens in this planet. Also, my voice cracked. Speaking of voice cracks, so today, like just about an hour ago, for the first time ever, I inhaled helium. I was interested because we had some balloons in the house that were kind of deflating already. So I popped them, but you know, helium started blowing out of them. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna see what happens, because you know your voice is supposed to get all cartoony, and yeah, like for a couple of seconds, my voice I sounded like a freaking Animaniacs character. It was very silly, but I will say that I probably don't actually recommend doing it, because I did that just for a little bit of helium about an hour ago, and I still feel a little bit of weirdness in my throat. It's like it almost feels like there's more oxygen in there than there should be. Which I mean, it doesn't feel critical. I don't feel like bad or sick. It's just it does feel weird. And I don't know what lasting effects that has. Hopefully none. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone like actually having serious problems from inhaling helium, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, why have I never seen a single Twitch streamer do helium voices as a regular joke?
Was it pie over infinity?
I don't know, maybe helium is difficult to get.
You need help fixing that thing?
Actually, I'm trying to destroy it.
Why?
I was contracted to re-engineer my enlarging machine to create huge, heavily armed mechs.
So that's where those mechs came from.
Precisely. Had I known Drek was behind this, I never would have done it.
Sure thing, buddy. You wouldn't have made giant robots when you had the power to.
You may be able to stop those mechs long enough for me to sabotage this machine.
And then you will change me back?
I've never tried that, but in theory, yes.
Alright, I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as helium poisoning. I have never heard of helium poisoning. It, it sounds like something that shouldn't be particularly harmful. And yet, just the other day, I found out that there is such a thing as popcorn, like popcorn lungs. Because if you smell the freshness of popcorn from certain bags too much, it can actually like give you a lot of health problems and possibly even kill you if it's enough of it. So with science, you just never know. What's this? You're trying to get an expansion pack for Clank? Well, I mean, if you call this an expansion pack, sure. I feel like this is a whole ass sequel, but that's just me. Okay. Let's see, let me step on this one over here. Okay. Nothing over here can really hurt me right now, except for these helicopters. But, yeah, this is the thing we're doing. What we're doing now, we just have a giant mech, Transformers, Clank, which is pretty cool. But the reason we actually need this is because we need to fight some other giant robots. I know, lady. I've played this game multiple times before. It's fine. Okay. Anyways, I know one person in chat right now is somewhere in more or less direct track of the Hurricane Ida. So I just want you to practice as much caution as possible, because it was raining pretty hard here earlier for a minute, and I imagine it's just gonna keep getting worse. So if you don't have to go out, don't go out. And if you live anywhere in like Mississippi or Louisiana, well, you probably already had to deal with it. So this is just kind of gonna be a whatever. But yeah, Hurricane Ida is out there doing some damage. So please be careful. Okay. Anyways, I want to attribute the popcorn smell thing to the cooked fumes irritating your lungs, like how smoke from a fire can kill you faster than the fire itself. I guess that's why we naturally find burn smell revolting. It's a defense mechanism, most likely. Okay, are we done with all these people?
Well
Thank you.
done. Now just step into the machine and we'll see what happens.
Nice to have you back, I guess.
I've recalibrated the controls to allow only your specific circuit pattern.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know how to thank you too. Maybe this'll help.
Yes, and why does everybody just have an infobot on them?
New! From Gadgetron, the makers of weapons and other
Everybody just has propaganda on their pockets. What is this?
With the Hollow Guys, you can fool robots into thinking you're one of them. Match your wits against other robots. Work on robotic assembly lines. Attend robot parties. The Hollow Guys. Available only at Gadgetron headquarters for a limited time. Not to be used for illegal purposes. We're only in sanctioned areas. You will not actually become a robot.
That guy's dead.
If I can get that thing, I'll be able to get past those robot guards.
Robots are not so easily fooled.
Ah, what's that?
I mean, it all depends on the programming, really.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of, I keep wanting to pronounce it as Hurricane Ida, as the My Hero Academia character. Well, actually, in Spanish, you pronounce it Ida. Huracán Ida, and Ida in as a word just kind of by itself could potentially mean gone. Specifically, the female gone, like a Like, you could say... Or... Actually... I mean, what's a good example of the word ida in Spanish? La ida de something like that. You know, if you say la ida de, I don't know, los tacos, whatever, you know, that would mean like the departure of the tacos. So once ida is gone, you could say that the hurricane, I don't know. It's a weird sentence to use in this particular. It's a weird word to use for these sentences, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, as I was saying, speaking of fooling robots, today I watched not today. Between the past like 2 days or 3 days, I watched a pretty long video about.
This is starting to become annoying.
Oh, actually, let me watch this cutscene first.
I'm not sure why I bothered with you incompetent idiots. All right, I'll try this one more time. You are my most elite troops. I'm sending you down to the planet's surface to destroy those troublemakers. Now go! Oh, and if you have to destroy Gadgetron to get rid of them, so be it.
Okay, anyways, I have a friend who lives in New Orleans. He is okay. His apartment is okay, but he will be out of power in his home and work for a few weeks the soonest, so he's driving back to Georgia until things get better. Man, yeah, I heard that the entire city of New Orleans lost power. Like, that's terrible. I've heard of a lot of areas within a city losing power, but the whole city? Jesus. So yeah, that hurricane is no joke. I mean,
I got some great bargains for you.
No hurricane is a joke, but that one in particular is no freaking joke. Anyways, as I was mentioning, so there was a series by YouTube channel Nexpo, Nexpo. He specializes in like horror content, and he made his latest video, which is the only video he's uploaded in a while. Is a very, very long, like, documentary basically, on the Walton Files. Now, the Walton Files is an analog horror series, very, very similar to Five Nights at Freddy's, actually. But the difference is that unlike Five Nights at Freddy's, this is not a game. This is more of a series of YouTube videos which are documenting, you know, the Walton Files and what happens at Bond's Burgers. And it's actually pretty good, like, as far as analog horror is concerned. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting series. I recommend you guys go watch it if you want some horror. Anyway, there's some power tower or whatever it's called that knocked down and fell into a river. Oh, that probably killed a lot of fish. Yeah, that's a health hazard if I ever saw one or heard of one. Yeah, so I imagine that's going to stop, like, what's the name of them? Boats from ever leaving for a while. Okay. Now, those guys are actually pretty dangerous, so we have to make sure to not piss them off. Anyways. So you said horror, not horror for a second. No, horror. It's a weird, I know, it's a weird word to say. Horror. Not horse. Won't have to around here. I would probably do, but I don't want anything. Okay, anyways, you. And you. I'm probably gonna run out of ham before this thing. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably gonna deal with some slowdown in this particular planet. Anyways, but yeah, analog horror is it's actually a pretty recent genre of horror. It's kind of like, if you guys have ever heard of the channel Local 58, I believe, or Local, some kind of amount. It's basically, you know, like, has a pretty typical name that you would expect for like a news channel. You know, like local news 58, you know, something like that. So you're like local 58, I think is local 58 or 78 or some, you know, some number between like 20 and 99. One of them. If you look it up, you'll probably be able to find it really easily. But yeah, let me explain one second. I'm sorry I'm about to bonk my face with my phone. I think I'll just check out for chat for now, listen for a bit longer, and then I'm asleep. That's okay. Yeah, I actually had to wake up at like 5:45 a.m. today, so I myself am pretty sleepy, all things considered. But I don't know. I think I do at least have enough energy to stream. Anyways, analog horror. It's kind of like that, and then it just kind of. I don't really know how to explain analog horror. I just know it's kind of like a series that's trying to, pretending to be like a radio station or like a news broadcast or, you know, a weather service announcement, anything like that. But obviously they make it freaky. And yeah, it's honestly pretty disturbing stuff. It's definitely a very niche kind of horror, so you know, not for maybe some people won't really like it, but it's also very difficult to make. So you know, not a lot of successful channels have really replicated the success of local 58, I think, or something, whatever it was. But some have tried, and you know, in this latest series, what makes the Walton Files horror is the fact that they're using you know, like recorded tapes, like audio tapes, or just, you know, just tapes in general, really. And that I don't know, it's just very effective. I like the analog horror, as I've come to find out. It's, again, very new genre. Only like a couple of YouTube channels have really done anything about it, and these are channels that have only existed for what, like since 2017, maybe 2016. Yeah, very new thing. But yeah, so I watched that, and anyways, I brought this up because we were talking about animatronics for a minute. So I mean, not animatronics, robots,
Finally get to meet
but
the
you know.
help desk girl. I hope she's cute.
What
Oh, the help desk girl, right? We've been hearing her the whole game, and
Oh,
well, there she is. She's more of a Clank kind of
come
girl.
here often?
Actually, I work here, so I come here all the time.
I feel you,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I've been following your progress. Here, shh, take this. It's a mathematic. It will be very helpful.
I'll see you later.
Bye, sweetie.
I think she likes me.
You know, Clank is surprisingly good with the girls. A lot of girls like him.
To find secret areas.
Like
Just
throughout
go
the
to
Ratchet and Clank
map,
series.
And all secret areas will be highlighted on the map.
Oh, I'm getting a help desk message over here in the text window, even though she's right here. She could have just told me herself. But okay, well, that's the help desk lady. The looks like you know, twin tails. It's a robot. It's that's a skirt, like a robot skirt, but a skirt nonetheless. There you go. Anyways, those hits with the face in your, with your phone really suck. One hurt me so bad, my friend who was next to me would not stop laughing at me. Yeah, I've had my phone fall on my face once or twice. Not often, because you know, the position in which I try to watch YouTube videos while I'm sleeping is more like just holding the phone on my chest rather than like above my face, and I just have to bend my neck down a little bit. which I realize has its own set of problems, so I probably shouldn't do that too much, but, you know, at least it prevents the face bonking. Okay. Anyways, here's some chickens. I don't know, here's some chickens. By the way, I completely forgot. I don't need this anymore, I got the Morpho Ray. I've forgotten to actually show this thing. Alright, anyways, we need the gold ball though. I think there's actually said something about... Yeah, Gadgetron help desk office. Yeah, Gadgetron employee break room. Which suggests that the majority of Gadgetron employees either are chickens or have been turned into chickens by this thing. Which, by the way, that's what the Morpho Ray does. It turns enemies into chickens. It's very funny, actually. Every single Ratchet and Clank game has a variation of this weapon, of the Morpho Ray. Some kind of weapon in every single Ratchet and Clank game, at least as far as I'm aware, will turn enemies into some animal or just some small critter. Pretty sure it's all of them. If it's not all of them, then it's definitely the grand majority of them. I'm not entirely sure who came up with the idea, but they've really freaking liked it ever since they applied it. So here we are. Okay. Anyways, anybody watching from... Well, from anywhere really, whether you're watching on Twitch, on Trovo, or on YouTube, I hope you are enjoying the stream. Feel free to participate in chat if you have any questions or just want to, you know, chat. If you want to just stay lurking, that is okay too. We don't judge around here. Do I need money for anything besides weapons? I could buy the drone device, but I don't really use... I don't use any of these that much. Like, the Tesla Claw is pretty powerful, but I don't need it. And then these other two, this I'd never use, and this I only use when I remember that I have it. It can be useful though. I'll wait until I actually feel like I need it. Which might be like the last couple of levels. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, we are actually in the Gadgetron headquarters. So you know, pretty big place. Important place. Alright, we have some test dummies here that we have to take care of. They are all testing the weapons that we ourselves use. Like Bomb Glove, for example. Ow. Okay, I think that's all of them. That is all of them. Great. Alright. Something else about Trovo is that I noticed that a very large portion, if not the majority of the... Yeah, if not the majority of the website is actually has a very large Hispanic community. Like, yeah, pretty much the majority of channels that I was seeing on the retro tag specifically, which is what I'm using right now, it's you know, had Spanish as the listed language. So I could, if I wanted to grow on Trovo more, I could start speaking Spanish more. But I think I've mentioned this before. I don't know, I kinda got used to English. Speaking in English and streaming in English and just discussing in English in general. So, more than likely I'll just stick to English unless I start seeing like a lot, like if I suddenly get an influx of Spanish speakers in my chat thanks to Trovo, then I might consider speaking in Spanish more often. Hasta hablo un poquito de español, amigo. I might. De pronto. Puede ser. But, no, yeah, it's just easier for me to speak in English because, Spanish is just generally not that fun of a language to stream with or, you know, speak with because it's just less flexible. I guess. Yeah, Spanish is a much more strict, serious-sounding language. In order to make Spanish sound fun, you kind of have to like really, really break it. And the problem with really breaking Spanish is that you have to do that in your own language. I mean, not in your own language, in your own accent. So like, you know, the way Colombians break Spanish is different from the way Mexicans break Spanish, which is different from the way Spaniards break Spanish, which is different from the way Argentinians break Spanish. And when you start having all those accents mixed together, you know, it's kind of hard for people from different countries to understand each other, even if we're technically speaking the same language. So, you know, it's just a whole thing. So, yeah, that's kind of why I don't really speak Spanish much, because I mean, I could speak in like my typical Colombian Spanish, and I might. Again, I'm not saying that I never will. It's just I don't know. It's like it's not my preference, more or less, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Dude, I almost died. Done that a couple times in this stream series, and pretty much all of my stream series. Okay. Anyways, I see some bombs over there. Yeah, there's some very threatening enemies in this last couple of levels, as you would expect from, you know, the fact that we're almost done with the game. Yeah, there's only like what, 3 more levels after this? Pretty sure, yeah, after this was only 3 more levels.
I got some great bargains for you today.
I don't know why I'm even checking this. I already know I'm not gonna buy any of those. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go down there. Take care of them. Yeah, if it's really small enemies, it immediately turns them into chickens. If it's larger enemies, it'll take a little bit longer. Go ahead and try that out with some enemies later. But yeah, you can technically turn any non-boss enemy into a chicken. So if you want to go through a whole level using just the morph ray, you can. Just know that if you get interrupted while you're trying to turn someone into a chicken, it's well, you're gonna have to start over. And you also have 1 point of health left. I mean, 1 point of health less, which is not ideal. So, you know. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to, like, please fix the camera. Alright, fine, I'll just eyeball it. There, jeez. Can I reach that from here? No, I can't. Oh, that's fine, we'll just... Okay, that works out. No problems there. Alright. Okay. Yeah, the morph ray is not particularly great if there's a lot of enemies, like, surrounding you. Because it can only turn one enemy into a chicken at a time, so there's like a small cooldown that you have to wait for. So let's see if it'll work here. Yeah, so you see how a mirror has to fill up? Well, technically, as long as I stay far away from them, we don't have to worry about this. You can just play it safe if you want. Okay. Well, that's great. And all the chickens exploded because of course they did. You can't kill the chickens. No point to do it, but you can. Okay. Take care of all of them first. Game's probably about to die here because of how many enemies are on screen. Okay. Okay. Now let's see if we can get the actually, that enemy right there, that ship that's just ominous is standing in the distance. perfect opportunity to use this gun that I have yet to use. So here's the Visibomb gun. Yeah, it's just a guided rocket. It also does a fuck ton of damage. So, very useful. But I don't actually find that many opportunities to use it because, you know, it does also let you it leaves you vulnerable while you're using it. So you have to make sure you're doing it from a distance. And, you know, it's definitely not faster than using the Devastator when the Devastator can kill those enemies in one hit. So it's just the whole thing. Alright. Anyways. Now what else do I know about Trovo, since, you know, we're streaming over there right now? I think they actually do automatically save the stream archives for you. You don't have to select an option like you have to in Twitch, which again is the stupidest thing. That should just be on automatically Twitch.tv, but I guess not. I guess common sense is not on our side in this particular scenario. They also do have monetization options. I don't entirely understand them yet because I haven't really looked into it. But it seems friendlier than Twitch. Like, generally speaking, Trovo does seem like a potentially better website than Twitch as far as you know, how they treat their content creators as concerned. The problem is that they're also much smaller than Twitch. So as far as you know, as far as getting found out, as far as the potential user base or viewer base is concerned, that's when you might have a little bit of a problem. But yeah, it's a newer platform. Yeah, it's like, I want to say they started like last year, or like it might have been longer than that, but nonetheless they are still in beta. Like, they're still, yeah, if you go to the website trovo.live, I think is the URL, yeah, it still says beta. So, like, officially speaking, they haven't even implemented all of the features that they want to implement, but you can stream to it. It's got monetization stuff. It's usable enough. I haven't really encountered any problems with it, so
Excuse
it's pretty
me,
good.
sir. I was wondering if you were concerned about the invasion.
Son, hard offenses are the best money can buy. Don't give it another thought. You ever been on a hoverboard?
Yeah, once or twice.
I am in search of a hip young star to represent my newest line of boards. Someone that
I feel like the word hip nowadays is only used
I
as a meme.
man.
If you can beat my test bots in a race, that job is yours.
Alright, well, I gotta do a race again. I don't remember what the time is. Actually, let me just go ahead and look that up right now. What time do I need in order for the skill point here? Because I am pretty sure that there is also a skill point for this particular like race. So let's see. That's what was at the very end. A magician. Oh, there might not be. Collect magician skill when you have to get Oh, okay, no. So no time-based skill point in this one. This is just this is just a points thing. So as long as I get enough points, I will be okay. Which is great to hear, because I don't want to have to deal with the same shit I had to deal with last time. We're trying to do a race 50 times over. Okay. Also, we got weapons. God fucking damn it! No, try that again. We have weapons this time, is what I was going to say. Okay. There's my twisted McMarks. Now, okay. there's some shortcuts that you can take here. And if I don't mess it up, it'll be perfect. But if I do mess it up... Well, as long as I get my scores, which it doesn't seem like it's gonna freaking happen, we'll be okay. I don't like this. I'm not trying... See, when I'm talking, right? When I'm talking, I can't concentrate. I can't play the game correctly. So I just have to kind of do whatever. But thankfully there are some shortcuts that we can take here again, as I just said. So you'll notice that every time we go through those rings, there's a noise. So yeah, as long as I stay on top of those, things, shortcuts. What am I trying to say here? Okay, I'll be fine. Also, again, I need 4,500 points, I believe is what it said I needed. Okay. But I also have to finish in first place. I mean, I guess I could just separate it. I don't need to get the points and win the race in the same thing. But it is difficult to focus on this thing. Actually, I'm gonna go this way because I need the ramp for the thing. Oh my god. I'm just tryharding at this point. Whatever, look, just go. Just go. Jesus Christ. Okay, I just get to show you guys the rest of the course. Okay. Let's see if we can get the remaining points over here. Got the Cracker Jack. No, second place, fuck. I achieved nothing of what I wanted. I am gravely disappointed. Okay, you know what? One at a time. Let's just get the points first so I can get the skill point. Alright? And then we can focus on finishing the race. Yeah, that sounds more like a plan to me. Alright. Let's see. Now we're gonna... Every time I have to do one of these races, we have a fucking problem, apparently. Ow. Okay, well that's just me being dumb at that point. Jesus Christ. Okay. Can you please get... Oh my... Guys, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay. I guess repeating the same tricks multiple times doesn't really do anything for you. Okay. Okay, Drax Revenge. I'm sure all of these have a name. But I don't know the names of all of these tricks. It's not like I really need to. I keep thinking I'm landing correctly, and I'm not landing correctly, and I'm not happy with this. But I'm gonna get the bolts anyways. Because apparently I'm collecting a lot of bolts by doing this. Okay. Well, that guy just blew himself up. So that's entirely his fault. I had no place in that. Okay. A tip tweak. I wonder if these are actually like skateboarding names, or if they just made this up. Obviously, the ones that are Ratchet and Clank references are not, but everything else, you know, those very well could be. All right, a Gonzo. Okay, I've definitely heard of a Gonzo before. I'm not super familiar with what it is or what it implies, but I have heard the name Gonzo before, and not just from the animation studio. Wolverine. Okay, just need. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, there we go. We got the freaking skill point. I can now just finish the race, try again, and don't waste my time doing the things. Just go. There. Got one of the two things I needed. One of the two. Now here's the other one. Okay. Now we just focus on going. Okay. I'll only do tricks whenever I need turbo for them. Which I'm about to need anyways, but you know, that's fine. How do I mess that up every time? Well, I got my turbo. That's really all I needed. Okay. Let's see how far I can get without losing this. Okay. I see some chat activity. I am unfortunately unable to look at it at this precise moment because I'm going to die if I look away from the screen for a second. But welcome to the chat. Hope you are enjoying your stay. Hello, I am Hollow Bastion. I stream video games. I do the things, and the stuff happens. And oh my god, hold on. All right. Oh hey, it's our Professor Cosmo. How you doing, man? English, impossible. It's a completely incomprehensible language. Who made it? Whoever made English is was not the right mind. Probably made it when they were drunk. Probably, actually, there's a lot of pubs in England. All right, anyways. Hello. I've never actually played Ratchet and Clank. It looks classic. It is classic. Welcome to the stream.
Now? Of course. Just look into that camera right over there and say what comes naturally. Rolling.
Hi. This is Ratchet for, Gadgetron hoverboards. And if you,
Yo, dudes, for the freshest boards in the galaxy, check out the new XC88 from Gadgetron.
I love this cutscenes.
It's so hot, it's cool.
I think I got the wrong guy. That was something.
Hey, I was thinking, do I get a discount on gadgets?
I mean, if
now?
you don't give him a
have to be
script,
with the
what do you
company
expect?
for 2 years before the employee discount kicks in. I can, however, let you have this.
Well, we got a holo, guys.
The Gadgetron Hologuise is the perfect infiltration device
Thanks,
for
help
all
desk
our
lady.
non-robot customers. Simply equip the device and press the circle button. You will instantly be disguised as a sentry bot, preventing detection by all sentry bot security systems. Press the circle button again to wave at fellow sentry bots, who will then deactivate force fields for you. Caution, use of any weapon while disguised will deactivate the Hologuise.
Naturally. Anyways, well, there it is. This is probably one of the most situational gadgets in the entire Ratchet and Clank universe. Because you can only use it for like 3 levels. Then again, I mean, okay, Going Commando has one of these as well. One of these situational gadgets. Anyways, Art Professor Cosmo. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let me actually introduce myself properly here. Yeah, so to Hollow Bastion, you probably, you might be wondering, well, but wait a minute, Hollow, I thought you were a VTuber. Where's your VTuber model? So, actually not too long ago, like, less than 2 weeks ago, in fact, I would say that, when I started this stream series, I decided to do something different. So, instead of having the model and the chat and all of the stream layout be on at all times, I am instead going to have a screen that's dedicated to just the game, because I just kind of like that better. And then if we do something else, I can switch over to this screen, which is where my model would be over here on the bottom right. But I don't have my model on right now because Ratchet & Clank over here running on PCSX2 takes up a lot of CPU. And if I also put up my model, it's going to make the game chug. I mean, it already chugs, but it's gonna chug more. So once we're done with Ratchet & Clank, I can go ahead and whip out my model, and then we can just mess around for a little bit. But yeah, normally I would have my model down there. It would be the squirrel. He was just moving around, doing all kinds of fun things, and that'd be the plan. Anyways, as you also as I also mentioned, I am streaming on Trovo as well as Twitch and YouTube right now. I've been saying that like every other sentence on this stream. I mean, I can't really tell you if I have a good experience or not because I'm not really looking at the Trovo tab right now. I'm looking at Restream, or rather the Restream chat, which does display everyone, whether they be on Trovo, YouTube, or Twitch. I haven't gotten anyone from Trovo yet, but hey, if somebody comes in, you know, we'll go ahead. Neat, nice choice. I'd say keeps the focus on the game. That's it, doing fine, making it there at the moment. Also, my last comment got moderated since I forgot a word is now north on Twitch. Really now. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. That actually makes me realize. Hold on, let me go to Twitch real quick because the problem is that I don't need to hear myself Twitch. I just need to find out where the yeah, because if I don't have the specific Twitch chat open, I can't moderate it. So I need to have that on somewhere around here. Let me whip that out. Yeah, where is the button? Pop out chat. There, so now I should be able to moderate the chat as well. And let me just go ahead and go to Trovo as well, just to see if anything else is happening over there while I'm at it. Quick distraction. Don't worry, we'll be right back. I've never got Restream chat to work consistently. Yeah, it's I think it did break on me once. I mean, so far it's not really giving me any problems. But it could. Now, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble. We look fine. Seems like there's nothing weird going on. Nah, it's okay. You're not distracted. I appreciate chat participation. Oh, we actually got 2 followers. Well, whoever's following, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you are enjoying your time. Again, you are welcome to participate in chat if you so desire. I did myself. Okay, good, great. Let's go back over here. And I'm just going to minimize that right now because I don't really need it. Okay, there we go. So now if anything happens in the Twitch chat, I can moderate it. But yes, I've been looking into Trovo, just on and off, because you know, with all the recent bullshit going on in Twitch and the hate rates and the hate bots and just hate, just pure unadulterated hate, I was like, man, that's not the plan. That's not cash money. So
Hi there, Fuzzball.
you know, the freaking Trovo is just kind of making you know, it's getting the attention of a lot of people. So I was like, I looked into it, and as I already mentioned earlier, but I'll go ahead and mention it again. It is not. It does not have a whole lot of games available. I'm currently streaming under the retro tag. They do actually have Ratchet & Clank, but I don't know. I think like that one's very specifically for the remaster, the PS4 remaster, and not the original, which is what I'm playing right now. Do I need the trespasser? I think I did, but I don't need this thing. All right. I've been considering giving Trovo a go, but getting above bronze tier seems like it's rewards overworking unless you've got a lot of viewers. Fair enough. I as it stands right now, I don't actually stream for with the immediate intention of monetizing. If it does happen, great, awesome. I will take that. I will not complain if I do manage to get monetization, but it is not an immediate goal. So yeah, but I haven't actually looked at what the requirements are in order to get monetized. Okay, but a lot of I made a few thousand viewers. Yeah, you need actually I haven't even seen anyone get that many viewers on Trovo yet. Like all the streams that I look at all have like what 10-ish 15-ish viewers. Maybe only a very, very small fraction of streamers might actually get to 1,000, let alone multiple thousands. So you know, that's definitely some strict requirements on Trovo's behalf. But and I'll have to actually look into it. I do know they have like some kind of Trovo 500 program, which is like what do they do? They if you manage to get like 500 views in maybe a specific amount of time, you can apply for some kind of program or something or other. I don't entirely understand it. But yeah, they have a system, and I'll have to look at the systems to see what it's really all about. Now, as far as what corporations are involved in the process, I do know that Trovo is part of Tencent, you know, the Chinese giant. So you know, gotta keep my eyes open in case anything gets weird, because I mean, I guess I just have to ask, is Tencent the lesser of two evils when comparing them to Amazon? I mean, could be. Nonetheless, a lot of people do not like Tencent for fair reasons.
Do not press that alarm button.
Okay. Anyways, let's see. There's a weird stealth mission here, because you kind of have to wait for these robots to not be looking at you. Okay, but it's fine because they're also kind of slow to react. I'm also aware that there's a Trovo like treasure box system. I have no idea how that one works. Basically, I just kind of started streaming on Trovo like today, like as soon as an hour ago is when I started streaming at Trovo. I am only slightly familiar with the website, just from what I've seen random people, of a few random streams here and there. So nothing particularly eccentric, but yeah, just a lot of there's definitely a lot of stuff to learn about the website. Yeah, it works by taking your effective watch hours once spent playing the games and multiplies it by your monthly average viewers. From there, it puts you in a specific tier which gets paid X amount. Each tier other than bronze has a limited number of available slots. Bronze gets split between all bronze tiers. My main issue is the hour requirements change every month or two. I dove into it a few days ago to figure it out. I gotcha. Alright, so yeah, it's definitely much stricter than like Twitch affiliate. But it doesn't have the freaking restrictions of Twitch affiliate, which, you know, like binds you down to twitchtv.com. Like, don't you dare go anywhere else besides twitchtv.com or else. And I don't like that. I don't think anybody really likes that. Trovo says, hey, you can do whatever you want. You can stream to Trovo exclusively or multi-stream. We don't care. As long as you're bringing in viewers. Which, I mean, that's just, that makes sense. I wish Twitch stopped like that, but no. No, they need that monopoly. That's all they care about. Quite. The exclusivity deal is super predatory on Twitch. Very much so. Not even YouTube has that. Come on, it's YouTube. YouTube is known to be predatory. Okay. Let's see. Alright, I guess those guys can see me from there. Alright. Let's see, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, I'll have to check my stream archive later on Trovo, just to see if... I do know that the quality, unless you actually register for an account, is restricted to going up to 720p and not 1080p. Now, I'm not streaming at 1080p, so it doesn't really matter for me specifically. But you know, something to keep in mind if you do like streaming at higher resolutions, all of your viewers will have to make an account. And there's something that I turned off right as I started using Trovo, is that as soon as you enter a channel, by default, Trovo tells you that you know, so and so just entered the chat. And I don't like that. I don't like it to just out you out like that, because then you just like you say hi to somebody, like, hey, welcome to the chat or something, and then maybe they're not comfortable. Yeah, I just don't like that. So you can actually turn that off if you don't want Trovo to immediately tell everybody, hey, Arch Professor Cosmo just came into the channel. Say hi. Like, no, it's fine. Like, you know, people have their social anxieties. They want to lurk in peace, even if and sometimes that includes the nobody knowing that they're there. They want to be ninjas. Let them be ninjas. So yeah, you can turn that off. If you don't like that, there is an option for that. Yeah, introvert lurkers would hate that. Yeah, obviously you have to turn that off for your channel. So just something else to be aware of as you're browsing through Trovo. As long as you're signed in, it will like let the streamer know, hey, this specific person is now in the room. Say hi. Anyways, and I also already mentioned there are also a lot of Spanish speakers in Trovo. I actually can speak Spanish. I could appeal to that specific audience, but it's fine. I'll stick to English. I kind of just prefer to stream in English anyways. I've always streamed in English, and it's just kind of what I'm more comfortable with. And yeah. Alright. Anyways, let me see. We got almost 30,000 volts now. We're not actually going to finish the Ratchet and Clank stream series today. I think I want to get as far as I can right now. But then the next time we stream, we're going to do the cleanup phase. So, you know, go back to all the previous planets and get everything that we haven't gotten yet. And then we'll be able to call it a day on Ratchet and Clank, and after that I can move on to something else. Preferably like, I don't know, I was mentioning like maybe Tales of the Abyss, and I'll probably do that alongside something else. Because, you know, it's fun. Mom? Oh, by the way, yeah, we're like late game Ratchet and Clank right now. Cosmo. So if you're trying to avoid spoilers,
I know.
You know, I mean, it's Ratchet and Clank. I don't think it's got like a deep, intricate story, but
My fellow Blanc,
just warnings
our
on the
synthetic
list.
world is now fully functional and ready for habitation. However, there is one small obstacle in our way. This pathetic lump of a planet. Due to some blunder of fate, it happens to occupy the galaxy's most perfect orbit. But no more. Behold, the Deplanetizer, the most powerful laser ever created.
Well,
Soon, we'll move the Deplanetizer into place just above the planet's surface. I will, of course, be on hand to press the button that will blow this mudball to smithereens. No one will even miss it. See you then.
so how are you gonna destroy the planet if you're gonna be on it, Drake?
Ratchet, are you all right?
He is going to pay.
Excuse me?
It shouldn't have taken me this long to see it. Drek is going to find out what happens when you mess with my home. What are you smiling at?
This is the Ratchet I always knew was there.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, we need to get onto Drek's ship. And then we can find out where he set up that laser.
I mean, it was like right next to the
to make you proud, Bob.
thing, but alright. You already have. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet. Pero si yo te mando un mensaje en español, no tienes otra opción pero el de hablar español. I mean, yeah, if you do that, I don't have a choice. But, well, there you go. I wonder if, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and then he just immediately forgot. Have you guys ever had that happen? What's the name of that? When something slips out of your tongue. I mean, okay, that's just a slip of the tongue, actually. I just hate that it happens so often. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's have chickens over here. Anyways, we're about to enter the semi-last area of the game. Right here. In the Velden orbit. Find coordinates for Drek's lasers. It's one of those, actually, no, it's not a completely linear level. There is something we can do to deviate from the main path. But, what we get from that deviated path is something we won't be able to use immediately. But that's okay. And as far as a 100% playthrough is concerned, I do technically have to do multiple playthroughs of the game in order to complete it. But I'm still not sure if I really want to do that. Because I don't think I want to save my money for this, because again, it's a very powerful weapon, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I'm really gonna use it that much. Most likely not, really. I think I've more or less got all the weapons I needed. Alright. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is the one where you have to do this without taking damage in order to get a skill point. Because we tried that last time and it didn't work in the previous planet, in Quad. Okay. So we just have to be careful. Don't run into any lasers, don't run into any electrical fans, don't run into any mines. Just don't run into anything other than like walls. Also fine, they don't hurt you. Good, but they don't. Alright. Let's see. So anyways, besides what I've already talked about today, what else have I been doing lately? I think I've successfully tested just about every PS3 game that I have on RPCS3 on the emulator, and you know, some of them run perfectly, some of them ran with problems, and the ones that ran with problems were actually surprisingly a lot of the first-party PlayStation games are the ones that had a problem. Like Infamous does not run particularly well. Ratchet Clank Future Tools of Destruction does not run particularly well. Pretty sure starting to hear a cackle on the audio on your end. Okay, hold on. We can fix that real quick. I will be... Just give me 1 minute. Okay, let me know if that sounds any better. I disconnected the microphone and reconnected it. If you hear any crackle, let me know. If there is no crackle, then we can move on. I don't know how to fix a crackle more than what I just did, so hopefully I fixed it. Let's see. Let me keep talking just to make sure that I can do that better. Okay, better. Good. Can I do anything with this? No, I can't do anything with that. Alright. But yeah, surprisingly, a lot of first-party PS3 games, or like Sony games in general, they don't really work too well with RPCS3. You would think that those would be the ones that run the best, but no, they've kind of have to figure those out as well. So it'll be a minute before they get it completely sorted out. But again, it's doing some great progress. A lot of games do work. In fact, the majority of games are considered to be playable. So, alright, just we'll definitely get some use out of RPCS3 in our streaming career. But if I want to play a specific game on the PS3 and I see that RPCS3 does not run it very well, then I'm fine just streaming it directly from the PS3, because again, thankfully I do have a jailbroken / hacked PS3, so not only can I play the game, so I can play any game I want on it, whether I own it or not. So if I wanted to play like some Infamous, for example, as I mentioned, that one has some problems. Just do that from RPCS3. And I mean, if you want to play those games on PC, you actually can legally through the PlayStation Now service. But PlayStation Now is basically Sony's equivalent of Xbox Game Pass, kind of, I think. Well, not really. But it's a cloud service. So, and you can actually use that through PC as well. Now, obviously, you can't download the games onto your PC. You have to stream the games. And in order to do that, you're going to need a good internet connection. But yes, in theory, you can actually play PS3 games as long as they're in the PlayStation Now service. You can legally play them on your PC. You have to pay for that. Obviously, it's like $60 a month or something. It's not cheap. Jesus Christ, there's some low slowdown over here. And I have looked at the service. I mean, they do have some good games in there. They have all the Infamous games. They have, I think they have the Ratchet Clank games as well. They have a lot of good stuff. But again, $60 a month. I don't really have the money for that right now. That's definitely out of my budget. So I'll have to look into oh, hold on a second. I think I know exactly what to do with these guys over here. Just lure them all into the laser. That's all you have to do. Okay. They do have a free trial for PS Now though. So if I'm feeling saucy one day. I keep saying that. Feeling saucy. If I feel saucy one day, I'll go ahead and start a free trial, and then we'll play some video games. Then again, okay, the problem with that though, with streaming that specifically would be that if I have to use the internet in order to stream for the game to actually function, then on top of that I have to use internet to stream. It might not work well in my favor, because that might just make me lag, either on the game or on the stream, or probably both actually. So what I really have to do is I just have to like just record the footage off stream and then discuss it. Because I can't think of anything else that I could do to make that not work quite as bad. Okay. But yeah, the issue of streaming that is what really gets me. I'm trying to focus on what I'm trying to say while also speaking. It is difficult. It is actually quite difficult to pace yourself when it comes to streaming, which is why this is definitely an acquired skill. Hold on, maybe get some water real quick. God, that slowdown is bad. I mean, I can make it less bad by talking over it, because it's really more of an audio thing. But let me see something here. Can I lure those guys into my thing? Okay, am I gonna get in trouble for this? Did anybody see me? I don't know what to do with these robots. I feel like I always do something. I don't know what I do though. Okay, I guess we can just kind of lure them towards us and maybe take a point of damage or two. There we go. That's easier. We actually have to think about this one. Most of the game has just been gun, shoot. But in the last levels, obviously, they bring out some of the more difficult enemies. Okay. There we go. Now, when we're down to 2, we can go ahead and get a little bit reckless. But that's fine. Okay. We're almost done here. Please say we're almost done here. Okay, just one more. And then get up here before he tries anything funny. And we're done with that. Okay, after this level, I think we're... Yeah, instead of going straight to for the next level, we're going to go ahead and start revisiting a couple of areas. Then again, how long have I been streaming? An hour 23 minutes. It might actually not... Depending on how quickly I finish this, I might be able to get to the end, but not exactly finish the next level. We'll reach the point of no return, which is a fancy term used mostly in JRPGs, but it also works in what's the name of them? In any game that has that point where, hey, you go past this point, you can't go back anymore, you just have to finish the game. And yeah, we have one of those here. I think we have one of those in most Ratchet & Clank games. So once we reach the point of no return, I think that will be it. Alright. Okay. Okay, now hold on. Well, crap, they activated the alarm. Alright, there, we're good though. We're fine. So anyways, that's what happens when they activate the alarm. You get chased around by a bunch of evil bulls. The most evil of bulls. Okay. Let's see. I'm running. Okay, did I show you guys that I got a pocket watch? Yes, I showed you guys on Twitter that I got a pocket watch. It's a really cool little device. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. Well, I actually got a skill point. Huh. Did I get a skill point for like killing everybody? Or did I get a skill point for technically not getting... No, I did get noticed though. Yeah, there's no way you can finish this section without getting noticed. Or, well, maybe you can, but... Very, very, very difficult to. But anyways, yeah, I got a pocket watch. It's the coolest little thing. Very, very, very small, but you can see all of the mechanisms on the back of it. And, one thing is that you do have to wind it a lot. It doesn't actually stay on for that long. It actually only stays on for a little bit. And also, I got a phone call right now, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry that took so long. I had to help my mom with some technological assistance. If you guys have parents who are not good with technology, which I imagine is like most of you, you've probably had occurrences where your mom or your dad just calls you to like help them to put their password in the computer because they don't know how. Or like they type the password wrong, and instead of realizing that they typed the password wrong, they think it's broken. They might even think you broke it, even though they just like typed an A instead of an O or whatever. But that's okay. It's just part of life, man. I'm sure in like what, 20 years or so, us current day millennials will be looking at like the new technology that will come out on that time and be like, what the fuck, how do you do this? What do you mean it has to sky my eyeball? They only do that in the movies. They're not supposed to do that in real life. What do you need a urine sample for? This is a lab. They're gonna get very touchy with privacy in the future. Trust me, it's gonna be the worst thing. Okay. Anyways, sorry about the wait for anybody who joined the stream while I was out. Just had to take care of something real quick. If everybody joined the stream while I was out, let me introduce myself real quick. Hello, I'm Hollow Bastion. I'm a streamer. I'm also kind of a VTuber, not really. Kind of a VTuber, but not really, because I'm not using my model right now. But I could be, but I'm not, because that's gonna take up a lot of what's the name of it? CPU, and I don't really have much CPU to spare when running a game through an emulator, especially this game that we're streaming right now, Ratchet Clank. Very emulator. No, CPU heavy. That's the word I'm looking for. CPU heavy. Okay. Let's see. For everybody that's watching True Trovo, this is my first time streaming True Trovo, so I don't know what if there's any like Trovo etiquette that I'm breaking right now, please let me know. I don't think I'm doing anything particularly noteworthily bad, but if I am, by all means, yell at me. Trust me, it's fine, I can take it. I got relatively thick skin. I mean, I don't like super thick skin, but like, it's fine. Alright. Yeah. I was talking about the pocket watch, right? Correct. Thank you for reminding me, Brian. I saw your comment. But yeah, it's cool. It's really neat. It's it doesn't use batteries or anything like that. It's purely like a mechanism that you have to wind, and it just makes the clock rotate. You just work as a clock for, I don't know, about like 6 to 8 hours, more or less. Yeah, so you have to keep constantly winding it for it to keep going, which means that more than likely you can wind it. If you wind it right before going to bed, you'll have to wind it again immediately after you wake up if it didn't stop overnight. If you forget to wind it before you go to bed, it'll probably have stopped in the middle of the night, and you'll have to reset the time to whatever. Alright. Anyways, the game in this particular scenario right here, it wants me to go through those lasers over there onto that door so I can turn around and go take care of these dogs. But I got a better idea. Swap to sight. There you go. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything weird. Okay. Well, there we go. Just easy. I like the idea of pocket watches / regular mechanical watches. I used to have a smartwatch, but opted to collect regular watches. Yeah, for me personally, Well, you can just kind of lure them in. Oh, that's nice. Ow. Okay. Hold on. There's another duck coming. Not duck. Dog. But yeah, I've never owned a I've never owned a what's the name of it? A smartwatch, and I'm not particularly looking to own one either. I don't know. I'm just not that much of a like automated, mechanical, like weird device kind of person. I don't like all of my devices to use the internet. That's really what I'm trying to say here. I'm cool with my computer using the internet. I'm cool with my phone using the internet, and I'm cool with my consoles using the internet. After that, I'm not really sure I like anything else to use the internet. I don't have a smart TV. I don't have a smart fridge. I don't have a smart coffee maker. Why would any of those need internet? It's for the smart home. I know. I get it. I don't want a smart home. I want a stupid home, okay? I want a regular ass home. I don't need my home to know where I live. Wait a minute. Never mind that statement. Alright, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay. What about a smart toaster? Like, yeah, I think those exist as well. Like, why would you need your toaster to be smart? You just need it to toast. Alright. Anyways. Some Devastator ammo. And yeah. But yeah, if it doesn't need internet, like what's the point? Don't give it internet. Hey, Jack Rabbit, welcome to the stream. What bastion? Don't you want to send tweets from your fridge? Not really. I imagine they have a function so it automatically tweets what you grabbed out of the fridge. I'm sure there is such a thing. I don't want people to know that I eat sandwiches almost every single day because I just have no fucking variety in my breakfast. I mean, I'm fine with telling you guys on stream. I'm not fine telling the people on Twitter. Okay. Anyways, welcome Jack Rabbit. We are streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Trovo. If I had $1 for every time I've said the word Trovo in today's stream, I would probably be the richest man alive. But yeah, we're streaming to Trovo as well. I can't really tell you what experience I have with it because it's just there. I'm using Restream, so it's not really telling me what's going on in Trovo. It's just happening as we speak.
Tonight on Blind TV, the event you have all been waiting for, the total annihilation of an entire planet. Witness the power, the destruction, and the nothingness that follows.
I'm pretty sure the logistics of destroying a planet is not that easy.
Pushes the button that ends one world and begins another.
Can you imagine all the debris?
For the galaxy's funniest superhero bloopers featuring Captain Quark.
Well.
Now we know where he is. Let's get him.
Why are there no subtitles for that specific sentence? Who messed that up? And that's always been the case, by the way. Okay. Anyways, let's see. So I think... Well, actually, with that little distraction I had to take care of with taking that phone call, I'm not sure if I'm still going to have enough time to finish the next plan. Or not finish the next plan, but at least get far enough into it. But I should try anyways. So let's try anyways. Okay. So we're going right back to Veldon. Ain't that wild? Okay, but again, we're not actually going to finish the game tonight. We are going to get to the point of no return, and then on the next stream, we're going to revisit every other planet, finish up whatever we need to finish in them, and then we can finish the game. And then I don't even know if that's actually going to be the end of the stream series, or if I'm going to do one more stream where I show you guys the like the New Game Plus features. Because there's technically a lot of those. Alright. Anyway, we're back in Planet Building now. Obviously it looks a little bit grim now. This place used to be like just yellow regular skies. Now it's just red and ominous. But that's okay. There is a skill point that I am aware of. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass to get, but we can get it. Okay. Let's see. Right here. Well, not right here, actually. Over here. We got all this fog again. So this, guys, that we've been taking care of with all the weapons recently. We have to do this with our freaking wrench now. Then we have to kill about 10 of those guys with just a wrench. If they're close enough to us, it's not that big of a problem. But if they're not, I have to do something. I have to do a little bit extra. I don't know who came up with that particular incentive, or it's not ideal. I don't like it. No sir. Okay. Yes, I wonder. Is my camera still on? Because I'm not using my V2 model right now, but I just want to know. Is it? Yeah, it is on. Okay, great. But I'm looking kind of weird though. Hold on. There we go. Put that over there. I mean, you guys can't see me, but I can see myself through the reflection and through the actual feed of the camera on my computer. I'm sure one day, some point down the line, I'm going to accidentally show my face on stream, and it's gonna be like, whatever. I'm not part of Hololive. I'm not part of Nijisanji. I don't care. I'm not losing my job just because you guys know what I look like. But yeah, it's I do try to keep you know, my anonymity online, because you know, it's ideal, but I'm not so paranoid about people finding out about me that I'm going to lose my shit if anybody finds out like what I look like in real life or anything like that, or if they get even like a vague idea of where I might live. It's okay. It's not that bad. Okay. And no waste. But of course, if anybody else does, you know, want to keep their privacy as private as possible, that is entirely their choice, and I respect that choice. Because it's kind of scary out here as well. I also understand that. There's a lot of weird people on the internet. People that you want to give as little information about yourself as possible. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of dudes. The sooner I can get the skill point, the sooner I can stop trying to fight all these weird... God, this sucks. This sucks so bad. Oh no, I have to take care of that tank first. For unlimited pizza for life, I will sell you his location in real life images. No. Do you even have a picture of me? I don't think you do. I mean, you know what I look like, but you don't have a picture of me. Alright. There we go. I mean, I myself don't really have that many pictures of myself. So, I guess pictures of me are actually kind of difficult to come by, all things considered. I do take pictures of myself every once in a while, but particularly when I go somewhere, and I'll take a picture of myself alongside the thing I'm going to look at. but I will very, very rarely actually take a picture. Actually, no, not rarely. I never. I literally never take selfies. Not since high school, at least. And even then. Alright, anyways. You might recall this spot right here. That's where Clank landed. So we're back in square one. But not really, because we're actually in progress now. Which is great. Let's see. I don't think I actually need the holo guys in this place anymore, so we can switch back to this thing. I imagine the puzzles here will be freaking headache to solve. Maybe. Maybe not. Hold on. Okay. I think that might actually kind of work out. Yeah, there we go. Actually, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't even that bad. I swear I solved those easier when I just moved the things around until something clicks, rather than if I actually try to figure out the puzzle. Anyways, I'm glad this particular planet isn't giving me too much slowdown, because I'd hate for the very last planet to give me shit. Like, come on, we're right there. We're at the end. Don't do this to me now. Okay. Also, I love how there's just casually pterodactyls in here. Like, that's just part of the natural fauna of this place. Alright, anyway, there's Drek's planet. There's a pretty cool, like, visual shot right here. It's a big smorgasbord of all of the other planets. Pretty much. Okay, do I need ammo for it? I do. There we go. And this technically is my last chance to buy any of these weapons and get some use out of them before I go. I could... Yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead and buy the drone device. Show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, it's a shield. Just floats around you. A bunch of little dudes. And they're pretty cool dudes. If you get... I think if you get close to... If you get close to an enemy, they will immediately fly towards the enemy. And then if an enemy, and if a projectile gets close to you, I think they will sacrifice themselves to take the projectile instead. I think it's a shield. By all intents and purposes, this thing is a shield. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's try it out right here. Yep, yeah, that's how it works. I realize that's actually kind of... Let me see. Does it actually protect you against... Yeah, it does actually protect you against... There we go. We got the skill point. I can get out of here now. Alright. Okay, I'm almost dead, actually. I have to be careful. Let me replace the blaster with the Visibomb. That's what I need right now. Okay. Yeah, it is much better. We actually have to bring out the big guns for this particular level, so we might as well do that. Okay. Let's see. The more of those guys that I can target before they notice where I am, the better. Okay. Alright, great. Awesome. How many of y'all can I turn into chickens before I have to jump in there? Alright, well, the half of them. That's good enough for me. I see. Do you think I don't see that ship? I see that ship. I see everything. There you have. You do have to admit, it's kind of impressive how Ratchet managed to Ratchet and Clank managed to amass enough of a reputation amongst in Drek's army to warrant him bringing out all the stops, like bringing out like ships and all that to try to stop us. Whereas previously it was just like regular goons. So we really have become a much bigger target for Drek, which is, you know, from like a character growth perspective, like that's pretty cool. But it's also kind of silly to see Ratchet wearing all these clothes, and by all these clothes I mean very little clothes. Ratchet doesn't wear a whole lot. He only has pants and gloves and a helmet. And I think this is the only game where he really wears this little day. They gave him much more of an outfit from every game onwards. Even if it's not like a full-fledged like Space Marine outfit or anything like that, they still give him a little bit more. So you know, it's a little bit less revealing. And I guess to that I transition. Ratchet was the furriest in his first iteration. You know, I think it's the only game where you get to see his feet. I mean, I can't really zoom into them too much, but yeah, it's got like those weird like paws, or like they're very long and strange. And I don't think we've ever seen Ratchet's hands like under his gloves, and perhaps that's a mystery best left untouched. I don't know if I really want to see that. Probably looks really weird, for all I know. Okay. Anyways, you know what? I'm gonna use this. There we go. They were dumb and got together too close. Now I can take care of them like this. And just that guy, because I see you all the way over there. If you didn't have the Visibomb gun by this level, this was the time to do it. This is the time to do it. So you know, now you know. By the way, this like Superman move that you can do, like the flying in the middle of mid-air, only in the first game. Like the jetpack does appear in other Ratchet and Clank games, but only in the first game can you do that. And only in the first game can you do this. I mean, it has no point. The reason they do that is so you can traverse ice a little bit easier. And ice is kind of just different in other Ratchet and Clank games. And you also do that for strafing, but it's very awkward and is not really the correct way to strafe. So they gave you an actual strafing option later, and that's great. That's how you want to do it. Okay. But I think I've successfully, at least up to this point, have never once bought ammo in my entire playthrough of this game so far. So that's something I'm gonna be proud of, even though it's nothing particularly impressive anyways. Let me see. Maybe, no, that's not what I need to do. I think that's fine. There it is. There we go. How much HP? I do not have that much HP left. Okay. Having to take care of those guys with the wrench messed me up. I'm also almost out of water, which means it's also almost time for me to end the stream. Well, no, not necessarily. I mean, I still have that extra half hour after I finish the stream. I don't know what I want to do for that. I mean, we could go to Google Maps again, but I feel like if I do Google Maps too much, like you guys are gonna get bored. Or better, I'm gonna get bored. I'm actually kind of gonna start to get bored of doing Google Maps every time. We can still do it. Yeah, if I do Google Maps too much, it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna oversaturate the market, and I'm not trying to oversaturate the market. I'm going to call it a night soon. My eyes are getting heavy. That's okay. I appreciate you having joined us for as long as you did. If you're going to sleep now, have a good rest of your night. And yeah. Okay, apparently only that guy cares about me right now. Okay. Is that gonna... Okay, I only have one of these left. Anyway, I was gonna say, yeah, besides Google Maps, I was thinking that maybe we could do like some language practice. Because I kind of need to do that anyways. If I want to learn any other languages. Maybe like a little bit of Japanese. Then again, the only thing that I could realistically do for that right now is Duolingo. I mean, that's fine. But at the same time, I don't really like Duolingo. So, I don't know. I prefer to use something else, but I haven't really researched what other thing I could do. I guess I do have that Influx game on Steam, but it requires installing it and everything. So, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe for tonight we'll just end the stream as soon as I'm done with Ratchet and Clank, and then for next time I'll have something else planned. Yeah, that sounds like a nicer idea. Okay. Anything else over here? Oh, there is this thing. Actually, I want to say that there's something on top of one of these. Somewhere. Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Hold on.
Yeah.
I forgot Ratchet said stuff every time we do that. Okay. No, I guess... I feel like it's a little bit too ominous that this thing is over here. Well, maybe not ominous, but... Yeah, you can't get up there, but it almost feels like you could. Or should be able to. Well, whatever, you know what, it's fine. It's okay. We'll go over here, because there's some secrets. Right there. I actually don't think I found any of the secrets in this level the first time I played it. I might have actually had to use a guide to find the secrets here. But not anymore. We are now A-okay. What time is it? It is. It's almost midnight over here. Alright. Yeah, it's about time for me to go to sleep as well. After I'm done here. Because of how, like I already mentioned, I woke up at like the few hours of the morning. That was way too early to wake up. And still be awake after all this time. So, you know, there's that. But tomorrow I'm off, so I might be able to do something else, like another stream. I haven't done art in a while. Let's think about that as well. Oh god, the game is dropping frames right here. Fine. We'll go this way. Remember guys, when we had this hydro displacer from earlier? Well, we can still use it. You use almost all of your gadgets in this one level. Except one of them you only used like twice, the hydro displacer. The puzzle was kind of shoved in for that one, to be honest. You mostly used the swing shot and some other thing. The trespassing. Alright. And again, out of all these gadgets, only the swing shot stays until later playthroughs. Okay, now who put this here? I have to wonder. Whatever. We need Giant Clank. Alright. Well, that's just easy. Look at that. Infinite destruction. It's like we're... It's like we're playing, Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Have you guys ever played that game? I played a little bit of that game. It's actually pretty cool. Fee 5 yeah, very much so. Okay. Well, I don't know if you're just trying to tell me that you're very sleepy right now, or if that's a reference to something I'm not familiar with. It might be a reference. What is it? It's an open world game with the Hulk. It's made by, I think it's made by the same developers that made Prototype, if you know what that game is. They made that before Prototype, but it definitely has a lot of similarities in terms of like being a
What the?
An open world game where you play as someone with superpowers.
After all the trouble you've
And
gone
very
through,
destructive.
You're about to die right where you started. it's so poetic.
This is it, Clank. Let's get him.
Oh Lord, heck coming. Oh heck coming indeed. Yeah, I'm tired, but I want to make it to the end of the stream. Yeah, we're about to end. Like, just there we go.
You might have been useful to me after all. Too bad you chose the wrong side.
Yeah, so you thought we were gonna have a giant battle with Ratchet with Clank, but I knew. Unfortunately, he cheats and does that. So now we're back to regular Ratchet and Clank, which I actually, in hindsight, I actually kind of prefer. I wouldn't have liked it if Drek had if the final boss was using a different gameplay mechanic than the one that we have already established to the rest of the game. Which actually a lot of 3D platformers have done, and it's always very stupid. But yes, this right here, that is the point of no return. So we have
Hi there, Fuzzball.
a thing here. We can buy ammo if we want. I don't need to. And here's a teleporter. Like, once you go over there, you go after Drek, that's it. I mean, obviously if you get a game over, you have to start back here. But, there. We can just get back to our ship, or just get back to the reflector. And that's it. There's nothing else we really need to worry about in that regards. Okay, cool. So, next stream, we gotta go back all the way to Planet Novalis and just go down a checklist of every single. I think we're done with it already. I think some of these planets are actually fine. Like, we've already done everything that we needed to do. But some of them, yeah, like this one, Rilgar. Yeah, we have to do something here. We do not have anything else to do here, but Talia. Do we have anything else to do here? I don't think so, actually. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, it's not every single planet. We have actually managed to complete almost every planet so far. Pretty sure. Yeah, but there are a couple planets that we have to revisit and get some things with. So we'll do that in the next stream, and then we'll be able to finish the game. And I don't know, depending on how early I finish, I'll have to figure out what to do for the rest of the stream. But that's the plan. But for now, that's going to be it for me today, because I really can't think of anything else to do right now. I haven't prepared for anything else to do. Really, that's the main takeaway here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night today. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, tomorrow is the 31st of August, which means that if I stream tomorrow at nighttime, that might actually bleed into September 1st, which I want to avoid. So we'll see. I'll figure it out. I mean, I guess it's okay if I just go into September 1st, just for like 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow if I do end up streaming. If not, well, guess I'll see you guys the next time I stream. And again, if I do end up streaming on September 1st, which is again the day of the Twitch boycott, it will be on YouTube and probably Trovo as well, but not Twitch. So yeah. Anyways, have a good rest of your night. Time it perfectly. Your stream 5 minutes early. To avoid bleeding into 9/1/21. Yes, very much so. Okay, anyways, have a good rest of your night. Sleep well. Have a good day at work tomorrow. If you're going to school, have a good day at school. If you're doing, whatever you're doing, hope you have a good one. And I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.